Hello, welcome to week 9, part 2 of Clinical Hypnotherapy. Okay, at no point is the client in danger during the hypnosis session. The therapist helps the client to reach the goals they have set for themselves as quickly as possible. It's the goal of the therapist and the fitness trainer to make himself or herself obsolete, to help the client attain independence, and to serve the client's interest at all times. Okay, now here's a caveat, a caution. The client should be aware that hypnotherapy is not regulated by the government and so does not enjoy therapist-patient confidentiality privileges from the American courts. Furthermore, it's not a method of curing any medical or neurological condition. In this case, the client is urged to seek appropriate medical treatment and approval before embarking on a self-directed treatment program like hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy is a proven effective method for self-improvement and thought behavior modification for high-functioning individuals. While its effects can be physical, it is not a medical treatment program. Again, if the client is in doubt as to their condition, it is urged that they first seek the approval of an appropriate medical professional before seeking hypnotherapy treatment. Okay. Hypnosis has been used as an aid in medical procedures, such as it's been an effective anesthetic in major surgery or natural childbirth. It's also a proven way to relieve addiction withdrawals, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, phobias, anxieties, and numerous other conditions. Some of them perhaps spurious, you see on the internet a lot of things like hypnosis can grow your hair and things like that. Well, buyer beware, but some fundamental health states that are affected by the mind's chemistry can be influenced by hypnotherapy. Okay, it is proven. Just as good customer service does not always appear on a company's annual financial report, but it may influence every aspect of that financial report, hypnosis functions sometimes directly and sometimes indirectly. At no point does hypnosis require psychic, metaphysical, or philosophical beliefs. It is a talk therapy that acts upon the brain's fundamental associations and the body's physical responses to its mental framework. For example, a fear of dogs. A client's psychological fear of dogs will evoke a physical, anxious response when exposed to the stimulus of a dog, which can be useful, can be protective, but it could also obstruct our relationships with dog lovers. We can solve those problems through therapies like hypnotherapy. During the hypnotic trance state, there's a pipeline going directly through the conscious into the subconscious mind. Now I should mention something about the trance state. The trance state is actually just the twilight between when you're awake and when you're asleep. Okay, that's all it is, And if you're about to fall asleep and the phone rings, you get up and you answer it. There's nothing special about a trance. Perhaps you have seen trances on stage or in the movies. These are, more than anything, acting as a response to social pressure. Okay, so it's nothing special. We go into this trance state every night before we go to bed, and every morning before we wake up, and every afternoon at work when the boss isn't around. Okay, so there's a pipeline going directly from the conscious to the subconscious mind during that trance state, and the hypnotist then drops the seeds of suggestions into this pipeline, the seeds which the client has asked him or her to plant. For example, addressing weight control, smoking cessation. Those are the two most common requests from clients. Or it could be any other thing, such as confidence, or performance anxiety, or relationship stress and troubles. So, in the subconscious, these suggestions are 200 times more likely to take effect than the things we tell ourselves in our waking lives, because they reorganize the roots of subconscious thought and behavior. They change perception. Hypnotic suggestions give people more control over subconscious mental frameworks, which otherwise might debilitate their lives indefinitely, forever, till the day they die. Hypnosis is a way to reorder the mind's associations into a more healthy and positive direction. Once the suggestions and associations are in place, the therapist makes sure nothing else will be able to disassociate them in the future. When a problem is solved, it's usually solved for good. Most cases, such as weight control, can be treated symptomatically. It takes about 1 to 6 sessions, or about 21 days, to form and own new habits. However, with weight control, there's about a 20% chance that the therapist would have to go deeper to find the origins of the problem before it could be solved. This could take a number of additional sessions. So, does hypnosis work? Well, consider the following data from an American Health magazine study. Psychoanalysis, which is the traditional Freudian type analysis, where people just talk about their mothers and their childhoods for a long, long time. Psychoanalysis has about a 38% recovery rate after 600 sessions. You really have to be interested in yourself, don't you? Okay, behavior therapy, such as rational emotive behavior therapy. This is where you have something like a fear of heights, and you address this fear, you solve this problem by going someplace high in altitude and doing some relaxation techniques, and over time this kind of technique will desensitize you to that anxiety, and you will overcome those anxieties. This behavior therapy has about a 72% recovery rate after 22 sessions. Pretty good modern treatment. Now, hypnotherapy, 93% recovery after 6 sessions. Yeah. Sometimes a client may leave a session feeling a deep sense of relaxation that could linger for days, and really, relaxation is enough. And if you've never tried it, trust me, deep relaxation, you should try it just to experience that. Sometimes they may feel a fundamental change in their behavior and in their lives. This change may even occur at a later time, such as when a problem situation presents itself the next time, and the client is suddenly responding in a whole new pattern of behavior and not repeating the same old mistakes again and again. Sometimes a client may undergo a complete transformation of body, mind, and spirit. Okay, check out part 3.